Bringing a rescue dog into your home can be incredibly rewarding, but it also comes with its own set of challenges. In this video, we'll be sharing 7 essential tips for training a rescue dog. Number 7. Patience and understanding. Our first tip is perhaps the most crucial: patience and understanding. Remember, rescue dogs might have had a challenging past, which can affect their behavior and trust. It's essential to be patient and give your dog time to adjust to their new environment. Understand that they might come with certain fears or anxieties that require your compassion and patience to overcome. Every dog is unique, so take the time to observe and understand their cues and body language. Every dog is different, just like people. Whilst some will respond well to food, others need a game or another reward. Spend some time with your dog and see what they really love. Remember, you'll need to find a range of rewards that have different levels of value for your dog. Normal kibble might work for a basic reward, but a high-value reward might need to be chicken or freeze-dried liver. Other dogs will want a game of tug, a play with a ball, a cuddle, or some time to stop and sniff. Number 6. Create a safe space. Tip number 2 is to create a safe space for your rescue dog. Having a designated area where your dog can retreat to when they feel overwhelmed is crucial. This could be a cozy corner or a crate that provides a sense of security. Gradually introduce them to the space, using positive reinforcement like treats and toys, to establish a positive association. Setting boundaries and creating a routine from day one will help your pet adjust and feel secure. Although you may feel sorry for what he may have been through, you should not try to make up for the past experiences with treats and allowing unwanted behavior. If you don't set the rules from the beginning, it will be much harder to break bad habits later on. You can definitely pamper your dog with hugs and playtime, but make sure to set the rules and routine right from the start. Number 5. Positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement is a powerful training technique that works wonders with rescue dogs. Instead of focusing on punishing unwanted behaviors, concentrate on rewarding good ones. When your dog follows a command or displays desirable behavior, reward them with treats, praise, or playtime. This builds trust and encourages your dog to repeat those behaviors. Positive reinforcement, aka reward-based training, is the most proven method of training any animal. It involves no negative actions or corrections, such as yelling or hitting, just a reward when the correct behavior is shown. Fear causes dogs to forget what they've learned, making punishment pointless. In contrast, reward-based learning works well and can even be fun. In fact, it's even more important with rescue dogs who may have had some severe negative experiences that cause them to shut down entirely if frightened by correction. Number 4. Basic obedience training. Moving on to next tip, basic obedience training. Start with essential commands like sit, stay, come, and down. Teaching these commands not only helps you manage your dog better, but also strengthens the bond between you. Use short and consistent training sessions, and remember to keep them fun and engaging. With dogs that are rescued from a shelter, you should always start the training from the basics. Even if a dog has lived in a family before being brought to the animal rescue, it may have gotten used to a very different life during its stay in the shelter. Getting started with the basic commands and not setting your expectations too high will help you both have a positive attitude towards training sessions. Signing up for obedience training classes will help both you and your new dog or puppy start off on the right foot. If you are inexperienced with dog training, the expert advice will help you get off to a good start. There is no shame in asking for help from a professional. Actually, you might find it very beneficial to learn a few expert tricks. Number 3. Socialization. Socialization is a critical aspect of training for rescue dogs. Many rescue dogs may not have had proper exposure to various people, animals, and environments. Gradually introduce them to new experiences, people, and other dogs in a controlled and positive manner. This helps them become well-adjusted and less anxious in different situations. When you find your perfect companion in a shelter, it's easy to get carried away imagining all the cool tricks you're going to train them to do. But it's important to remember that dogs from a shelter will come with their own unique fears and concerns. Before you can teach your dog anything, they need to be comfortable in their environment, whether at home or out in the park. Trying to teach a dog to heel whilst they're panicking at the sound of cars passing won't work, and attempting recall is pointless if they're scared of your flapping coat. Deal with your dog's fears with lots of love, praise, and help from a trainer before trying training. Socialization is important for all dogs, but especially for a new puppy. They are most sensitive to socialization between 3 and 14 weeks, so making the most of this time is important. Let your dog slowly get used to everything that's going on around him, and don't get frustrated if your dog is fearful at first. With older dogs, that socialization can also reinforce good behavior if they are paired with well-trained and confident dogs. Number 2. Leash training. Our next tip is all about leash training. Many rescue dogs may not have been exposed to leashes before, and they might be fearful or reactive while on walks. Start with short, calm walks in a quiet area. Use treats to reward them for walking calmly beside you, and gradually increase the distance and exposure to different environments. Pulling on leash is one of the most common complaints people have about their dog. In a way, it's nice to have a dog who likes being outdoors and enjoys finding things to smell and people to meet. But while you train them to walk nicely on leash, and probably even after that, it's a good idea to use a harness. That's because if a dog pulls on their collar or you pull, it can be bad for the dog's neck. Number 1. Seek professional help. Last but not least, tip number 7 is to seek professional help if needed. If you're struggling with specific behavioral issues, or if your rescue dog has experienced severe trauma, it's wise to consult a professional dog trainer or behaviorist. They can provide tailored guidance and training plans to address your dog's unique needs. Whether the dog has been in rescue for a couple of weeks or a couple of years, it's highly likely that the staff will have been able to assess your new dog's needs. Try to get a feel for what your dog likes and what they already know, as well as what they seem to have trouble with and their triggers. Remember, dogs from shelters may or may not have had a difficult start in life. Some have behavioral problems, some need lots of training, and some even come with most of their training in place. Your rescue center is the best resource for finding out what your individual dog needs in terms of training help. There's no shame at all in going to a training class or getting a one-to-one session with a behaviorist, especially when you have a rescue dog. Often, trainers are able to give you new ideas on what motivates your dog and what rewards they might enjoy. They can also explain new ways to train a dog if your usual methods aren't working. Every dog is different, and some respond better to learning through games, whilst others will be more motivated by food. Just make sure that whoever you use is reward-based. Your rescue center may be able to recommend a dog trainer for you. Remember, training a rescue dog requires patience, love, and dedication. Your efforts will be rewarded with a loving and loyal companion who will bring endless joy to your life. That's a wrap for today's video. We hope you enjoyed the comprehensive guide on training rescue dogs. Please subscribe to The Amazing Dogs. Thank you for watching.